Hi everybody, I'm Ivy Rivera, Psychic Medium, coming to you from the Ivy League Psychic Academy here in Amherst, New York, where I teach classes on psychic mediumship development. We have one coming up in September, astrology, tarot, meditation, Reiki, all kinds of things. So come and join us, ivyleaguepsychicacademy.com for classes. This is the Ask the Medium show. So what we're doing here, I'm taking your questions. Paranormal, mediumship, meaning if you want to speak to your loved ones, deceased, including animals, guides, angels on the other side. Psychic questions, if you have a lost object, whatever it is, relationship, your money, your future, things like that. Now, what you're going to do is post them below in the comments. Whether you're on Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, we will get to your questions. My lovely producers over here will be taking them and reading them out loud. Please, if you already posted a question and we haven't gotten to it yet, don't keep reposting it. Just relax, put it there. We'll get to as many as we can. Now, if you want to book a full reading, you can do that at ivyriverapsychicmedium.com. We do have a special running after the live shows, so you can get a reading for 10 minutes at $25. That information should be above. And we won't get to those tonight, but you can book it that way. Okay, so you can check that out on the website. Let's start getting to the questions. Rose, do you want to go from Facebook or from text?
Either one. What do you want first?
Let's take a text.
Okay. I am struggling with my future in career. I have quit one job for another that isn't working out. What should I do? This is from a 716-638 number.
I feel like you need to maybe wait it out a little while longer. I think that this isn't a very supportive environment for you, so I'm under the impression that while this doesn't feel good, and I could understand that it wouldn't feel good, while it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel like it's necessarily a bad move or a super toxic situation. So what I would say to you is stick it out another 4 to 6, they keep saying, so I want to say 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 months. At that time, opportunities are going to present themselves to you from the universe. So if you start seeing them at 4 to 6 weeks out from now, that would not surprise me, but it feels more solid at about 4 to 6 months. I do feel potential shifting. The thing is, with the company that you're with, it feels like nobody cares. I want to say nobody cares about the company, nobody cares about really their positions, doing their jobs. You could be feeling a bit like a fish out of water. It will get more comfortable over the course of the next 2 months, but I don't feel you really making it your forever home. Okay, so stay open to other opportunities, including what feels to me like northeast, so a ways away from your house and where you are now, a little bit further out of town. You have to, I want to say you have to be willing to commute. You're going to have to be willing to travel. It will be a good payoff, okay? Thank you. Who's next?
We could do a Facebook. I have Angela, who's asking, is my mom watching over me?
Okay, whenever you put your question, you want to hear from someone on the other side, please give me a name, because we're dealing with a lot of souls over here, so names help a lot. I could just call that individual forward instead of waiting to talk to all the moms and sit through and find your own. Let her do that, okay? We'll go to someone else in the meantime.
Okay.
Same thing, if you're asking a relationship question, give me the name of the person that you're in a relationship with.
Ashley Blender wants to know, is a third baby in my future? If so, will it be a boy or a girl?
A boy, yes. Thank you. Congratulations. Next one.
Polly Piazza Schmidt wants to know, will my mom's health get better?
A little bit. I feel a lot of bathroom problems. I think there are 2 different meds that are, I can't prescribe or diagnose, but I feel like there are 2 different meds that are causing a lot of bathroom problems. I also feel a lot of lower back pain and what would almost remind me of, I don't want to say bed sores, but it would feel like swollen in through the lower region here, okay? Again, the bathroom area, a lot of problems. What seems to be happening for her is that she's feeling better, and then I get the sense that she's relapsing a bit here and there. Okay, so we could be looking at ups and downs. I want to say that with her condition, I'm mostly feeling maintenance. Okay. Is there any way for us to all sit? Is there any way for that to happen? It's a lot. It's a lot.
Okay.
Okay. We have another one?
Mary Hook Palumbo. I started a job in November. I'm been up and down. I'm having up and down feelings of whether or not I should stay or should I try to find something new. What do you think?
Okay. Feeling something similar with you. I'm feeling like I would like to see you work it out a while longer. And at that point, okay, it would be great if I want to say that you're talking more with a few different people. It feels to me like your position there is a little standoffish. I almost want to say that I feel like you came in with, I don't want to say an arrogant, air about you per se, but there is a sense of superiority. There is a sense of a kind of a know-it-all. I know how this is supposed to be. I already know. And it feels to me like there are two relationships that could be bonded a little bit better than what they are right now. So I want to say kind of let that go a little bit. Spend the next couple months, seeing if you can relate to the people there, a couple of them anyways. My feeling with it, sort of like the other question, is that this is not your forever. Okay, so I think that you have a stable position. I don't see you being asked to leave or anything like that. So it's really a free will decision. It's up to you. I think it could improve upon. But the actual place will not be getting very much better. There is room for one promotion also, a little ways down the road. So I want to say 6 to 7 months out from now, we could be looking at a possible promotion upward. And it feels like you would not be around these people really anymore. Okay, so there is that. Keep your eyes open. Thank you. We have another one?
Yeah. Anna is asking, I'm concerned about my current renting situation. Should I wait it out or should I look for another apartment opportunity? It's with her landlord.
I don't feel your landlord changing much. Excuse me. I'm also feeling a little bit like pick your battles. So it seems to me like pick your complaints or pick your battles. There may have been some things that you were irritated with that didn't need to come to the surface. My feeling is that this is a very static situation, so I don't see a ton of change. I would say that if you're unhappy with where things are, I would expect you to be unhappy in a year, whenever this lease is up. I do get the sense that you might want to look at something else, but I really feel like that dissatisfaction may carry with you. So you may very well want to look in ownership and things like that. At this point, I think you're done renting, is kind of how you read. I would almost say it this way. You need a little bit more land, you need a little bit more country atmosphere, and you need a little bit more home ownership than what you have right now. So you could stay and ride that out, or you could find another intermediate place before you get up to that level. That would be okay. Either one. Okay, next question.
May is asking, will I develop my abilities soon? Not super, but I thought that might be interesting.
Like spiritual
Do you feel
abilities?
anything with her? I would assume that's what she's talking about.
May is her name?
May R-E-R-B. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Her or him on that, but
When people ask questions like that, like, will I develop my abilities soon? You will if you go and do it. You won't if you think about it. Okay, so that's not really like a psychic question. That's a free will. You'll move if you choose to move. You'll take a different job if you choose to take a different job. Training is a choice that we make. What I'm feeling with you is that you're not sure, maybe? You're not sure whether or not you should. I would say that everybody needs to develop. In our society, we're really lagging, okay? So we all need to learn to work with our empathic, mediumistic, and psychic abilities. When we don't do this, we end up with disorders, mental, emotional, physical. So by all means, dive in, okay? Dive in. But without the basis of psychic mediumship, empathic awareness, you will forever find holes in your light work. So you do need to start with the foundation. I would recommend the level 1 psychic mediumship development here, using this method. Yeah.
Kylie's asking, has my mom been able to meet my boys? Her name is Cindy, passed away over 10 years ago.
Okay. I feel like absolutely, but when she steps in here, she makes me feel like there's one boy here and one boy here, which can mean that there's at least like a 3 to 4 year gap, something like that. I feel there's quite a bit of space between them. And I also feel this one being a little bit more sensitive, funny. I want to make you laugh. I want to make you smile. And then this one being a little bit like rougher around the edges, manipulative. I like to control situations. I'm type A. They feel very, very different. So she makes me just feel like I love them both. I love them both. And celebrating with you. I feel like you talk to her a lot. She says that she hears you. I don't think you're just talking to her about the kids. Sometimes it's like a sadness. You want more communication with her, and it seems like that's the primary conversation. Okay, give me more, Mom. Give me more. Like, let me know that you're around. I also see a male in your life. I'm assuming that this is romantic. I see a male in your life, she says, who maybe, I want to say he doesn't know what to say. Okay, he doesn't know what to say to you. He doesn't kind of know how to make you feel better. He doesn't really, maybe he's not terrific with his emotions or this side of things. And so things might sometimes fall short in the love department where you're feeling like you're really kind of doing everything on your own. But I do see with someone, and this is coming up over here to the future, and in your free will domain. So it's possible it's the person you're with or somebody coming in. And she's directing your love life, very much so. Okay, love out to the boys and also to you. She wants to see you get out there a little bit more. Okay, your energy seems a little bit low, she says, a little bit kind of sad. Okay, so she wants to see you a little bit more upbeat. She said, I go with you everywhere. I go with you everywhere. Okay, thank you. Who's next?
Rachel wants to know what are the next steps to improve my job.
Okay. Does this person have a last name?
Clark.
Rachel Clark.
Mm-hmm.
What are the next steps to improve my job? Okay, another job question. That's what's going on. I heard fire in the belly, and I'm hearing from your work guide, also from your joy guide. They just made me stand upright. I don't think you've completely realized your full power or leadership ability just yet. And I think that for the last 3 to 4, maybe 5 years, maybe even 6, you've been waiting for someone else to acknowledge that with you. And I'm supposed to say those days are done. Okay, so not to say that you're going to be like, I'm the manager or I own this place and you don't. Okay, not quite to that degree, but not far from it either. So what they're showing me is that you're going to take on a certain air of confidence and fire in the belly that you've got this, that you know what you deserve, that you know where you're headed, that you know what you're worth. And if that's not automatically coming to you or you've asked for it and you're not getting it, that you will be moving on. So I want to say just more upright, more leadership, more of an attitude like that. Like, what do they say? Wear it until you, fake it till you make it. That's the key. Okay, so it's not really anything specific. It's a mental shift, behavioral modification. Thank you.
Kim Sickler says, I'm struggling in life with many things. Is there any signs of these struggles ending soon?
I'm struggling in life with many things. Is there any sign of it ending soon? There are like 3 different elements going on here. I feel some younger, immature energy coming up over here into your world. And I want to say you have to be careful what you entertain. So where you put your energy is what you attract more of. And we want to get you only focusing on positivity in order to attract more positivity. So I want to say avoid immature people. The other thing I was seeing was somebody very confused. It felt like it might be a romantic partnerships in general, let's say. Coming into your energy, I'm very confused. I'm kind of needy. I'm very needing your guidance all the time. Okay, maybe not very mature, stepping up, putting anything back in the pot. This isn't a balanced situation. That could be reduced. Okay, boundaries, whatever you need to do with that. That can't be coming into your thoughts and your field all the time. Now, a lot of what I'm getting is coming up over here to the future. So this is destiny charted that this would be happening to you, but it's also falling into your free will, so it's up to you what you do with it. Yeah, and then some of it I feel was circumstantial. So some of the things that you're dealing with, especially with the finances, these and the residency, it seems, and then something with your parents, it seems to me that these things would have been circumstantial, but I want to say be careful what you feed, because you're very good at picking up on negative thought patterns, okay, sort of lower level energy. and then feeding it with a bit of a victimhood mentality. Talk positive, think positive. Okay, so we're talking about manifestation, law of attraction on these things. Visualize what you want, not what you've been seeing in front of you. Who's next?
Kristen Nesbitt Den is saying, I'm feeling a little unfulfilled even with all that I have. Looking for some guidance to direct me on my path. Thank you.
Okay. I am feeling that you're not living within your life contract. Okay, so when people seem to have a lot or they have tons of blessings, and you're a wonderful person for being able to say, I see my blessings, I'm grateful. But when that's not cutting it, it's because you are not living within your life contract. Now that has everything to do with your soul's purpose, your soul work. It could be work that's trickled over from previous lives with unfinished business, and some of it, of course, would have to do with this life. So what I would highly recommend is booking a full life contract reading with me so we can sit down and actually look at your full contract and see whether you're in the ballpark. I do feel like you're in the ballpark. I feel like you're helping people with your work, but I don't feel that it's fulfilling. And I feel like you've been doing it quite a while. I feel like before that you were trying to do it again from another angle. It's mostly having to do with that. So you do what's in your soul's contract for your life's work, and the other things will fall into place directly after that, including the relationship stuff.
Okay, Angela is asking, I'm getting ready to ask my girlfriend Dawn to ask me to marry me. Should I hold off or were things for sure worked out?
Well, congratulations, ladies. That's another free will question. We keep getting a lot of these tonight. Will it for sure work out? I can never give, nor can any other reader. Nobody can ever give you 100% guarantee on how a love situation is going to work out, unless it's complete failure. Okay, we can see that coming like a train wreck. This is not one of those. So everyone has free will. If you make the right decisions and she makes the right decisions and you're working together and there's collaboration going on here, we have a lot of success points that I see. I do see two major pivotal points coming up in your relationship, whether it be marriage or just the way that you guys are right now, okay? And then I'm supposed to correct that. I feel like you do need to propose. I don't feel like it's an option to stay here anymore, and that's mostly coming from your girlfriend. Okay, so there's, everything has a time limit on it, okay? And if you exceed a time limit when you haven't made a certain amount of commitment, the whole thing will just implode anyways. So let's not cause that to happen. Go ahead and make that commitment, and then play your hand as we go along. Now, what I'm seeing are two different pivotal points. So we've got one coming up at about the 3-year mark out from now. It feels like another one coming up at about the 5-year mark out from now. I don't know if you guys were open to having children, but this seems to be talked about around that time. And it could have a lot to do with finances. It could also have a lot to do with communication. I feel like sometimes you're walling this person off, and they maybe take a victim mentality on that. So we're gonna wanna work on that stuff now. Okay, pivotal points are when a couple either comes closer together or they go further apart. So we'll see what you do at that time. Congratulations.
We're just about almost 20 minutes in, just so you know.
Okay, why don't we take 2 more?
Okay. Tori Edwards is asking, what do you see for me in the next few years?
Okay, and then we'll take the one from text.
Yes.
Okay, so Tori, what do I see for you in general for the next few years? I'm seeing a year of hard work. Okay, so the first thing that I'm getting with you is nose to the grind, nose to the grind. And that feels like now and possibly for the next year in time. So you're putting in the hard work, you're putting in the labor. I also see you not really looking around very much. So it's kind of funny the way that you almost seem to be like in a tunnel or like tunnel vision. And I want to say that that's great. I don't know if you're like a Capricorn or Sagittarius. I don't know what's going on with you because you just seem to be extraordinarily focused on the work that you're doing. But I have somebody over here to the side trying to get your attention. Okay, now this is going to be the past. So this means this person's already around. Here's a good way to say this. Make sure that you're doing the hard work that you need to do, but be in the present moment. When work is done, then work is done. When it's social time, it's social time. When it's work time, it's work time. Even though predominantly that's what you're going to be doing for the next year, okay? Don't avoid things or block people out. I'm also supposed to say have a little bit more fun because it's going to be a lot of work. So go out, do things that you enjoy. I'm feeling slow and steady after that, almost like a trickle effect of prosperity. And at the end of that like second year, that third year, we're talking a move, a relocation, and a lot of shifting and adjusting going on. That could be work and residency. Looks good though. And I just heard a baby crying. So I just want to say be open to anything. That's either you or someone in your very close circle, okay? Bringing in a baby. Okay.
And we got a text question from Leola.
Mm-hmm.
She says, are the dreams I am having just a stepping stone towards mediumship for me? Or does my higher source have a different avenue for me?
When we start having very vivid dreams, premonition dreams, prophecies, visions, they're coming true. We've reached a point with our intuitive development where we need to start training. After the dreams have become, I want to say like actualized, and you can prove this, they tend to trickle over, those visions, those prophecies, they tend to trickle over into your daytime hours. So at that point, you would expect to have constant visions, ear ringing, thoughts going into your head that are coming from higher up spirits called clairaudient ability, clairsentience, feeling things physically in your body that don't belong to you, a lot of empathic ability. Things get off the chart really, really quickly. And what can happen is that you get diagnosed with all kinds of mental disorders. So, even though I can't prescribe or diagnose, I want to say that before you get to that point where you're starting to feel like maybe you're losing it a little bit, things are a little bit too much, you do absolutely, once you've hit that dream stage, you do want to come in for training. So I would say, yes, psychic mediumship development is going to be the next step. And until we get an upper hand on that, we really can't get an upper hand on anything else. Okay, so that's the basic foundation, is understanding the language between us and spirit. But congratulations, that's a great place to be. And it's super useful. I want to say celebrate it and give out those messages to others when appropriate, okay, when you can do that. Healing messages, excellent. All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I will be back next week doing this again. And again, if you want to book a reading, IvyRiveraPsychicMedium.com. If you want to take advantage of the special 10 minutes, $25, also on that website. Psychic Mediumship Development Class starts here in September. This is not a gift. This is an innate ability everyone has. It's simply going over to the right side of the brain and listening to what's there. So I'm just really showing you what you're already able to do. Okay, so join us, Ivy League Psychic Academy. Thanks.